to our next topic. After a quick word from FanDuel, when the game tips off, the NBA action is just getting started. There's no better place to get in on that action than with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. With FanDuel, you can place live bets throughout the game, so even if you missed the opening tip-off or want to bet on a fourth quarter comeback, you can stay in on the action. And if you're looking for bigger payouts, you can even combine your live bets into a same-game parlay. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $150 in bonus bets if their first $5 bet wins. Just visit FanDuel.com/UCSS to join today. That is FanDuel.com/UCSS for your shot at $150 in bonus bets. Make every moment more with FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. So in the midst of the Cavs beating the Miami Heat last night, Kevin Love came back and played his first game in Cleveland since leaving the Cavs over 2 seasons ago. He got a tribute video in the middle of the first quarter. It was a special moment. We'll show you guys the tribute video in a sec.
Yeah.
But after the game, Steve, you want to take tag board here full. Kevin Love said the Cavs have told him that his jersey will be retired by the team and hung next to Nick Gilbert's in Rocket Arena when he decides to officially hang up his shoes. Any issue with the Cavs, not issue, but right or wrong decision by the Cavaliers to retire Kevin Love's uniform and his jersey when he all hangs up and retires?
No. I don't know why anybody would have a problem with that. I mean, it was their third best player on the only championship team the franchise has ever had.
Yeah, he's one of the best players the Cavs have had in franchise history. They won a title.
I would.
He said he was going to go in the Hall of Fame as a Cav.
That was my next question. Yeah. Hall of Fame as a Cav. Played 7.5 years here, 8.5 years. I forget exactly the number.
Yeah.
Obviously won a title with the team.
Yeah.
His legacy as a player is in Cleveland, period. And I think
he was better
in Minnesota. I might just say in Minnesota.
He was better statistically with
Yes,
Minnesota.
I agree with that.
But he won here.
Sit down, fellas.
That 2020 thing was ridiculous.
Dustin, take him to school here.
It's not even take him to school.
No,
because
I agree.
his numbers were better when he was in Minnesota when he was fat.
Yeah.
Okay, he came to Cleveland and learned how to be a champion and played on a team where he was, as you said, the third best player, but he was so important. You had to have 3 stars to win in that era, which was, 10 years ago, 9 years ago, whatever it is. But I just think his tenure as a pro, when he elevated his game, when he actually, I don't know, there are a lot of players that can put up big numbers on bad teams. Someone's got to score. Someone's got to score for the Wizards, right? I mean, someone's got to score for these teams, and he did a great job. But when he turned his body into what it was when he came to Cleveland, he became more of the outside threat. He still got rebounds offensively and defensively, but to take his game to the next level and also have to kind of take a step back in terms of being the prominent guy on the team. I'm a big Kevin Love fan. I love what he brought to Cleveland. We could not have won a title without him. I mean that. I truly do. And his number should be retired.
Well said. I agree with everything you said.
Except?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Nothing. I agree. Yeah, I agree.
No, the only thing saying is that he had better stats.
That's it. I didn't.
He wasn't winning. So
all you said was he would be remembered as a Cav, and I'm just saying. Yeah,
I think he will be. 100%.
Yeah, that's fine. But
if he had put up those stats,
that 2020, I'm never gonna forget.
Maybe it would be different, but he didn't. So
and he was after KG there, so he was the next guy. It was KG, then it was him.
And he was asked to sacrifice more than anybody else on this team.
Yes.
And we crapped on him for it at times. I certainly did. Sometimes unfairly, and he was clutch and he made some big.
And also, guys, I mean, RJ made the great comment last night about it. If he doesn't have the Kelly Olynyk thing, who knows what happens, man?
Yeah,
he
might have won another championship.
Yeah, and they could have used him because obviously Kyrie went out in that finals run.
Right.
Had Kevin Love at least been a Robin to Batman,
yeah,
they may have won the championship. They still won 2 games in that series without Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving.
Right. No, that's true. Kelly Olynyk, that bastard.
Son of a bitch.
That was the day I met Jason Lloyd.
What's that, Mike?
That was the day I met Jason Lloyd at that game in Boston.
Did you actually meet him?
We were in the locker room together. I was an intern in college, and he was obviously covering the Cavs.
Yeah. Man, Kelly Olynyk's a bum.
I just want that Deuce to get retired.
Kyrie?
There it is.
Well, if they're going to retire Kevin Love, they will absolutely
retire. Of course they're retiring
Kyrie Irving. But that brings us to the other part of this
Tristan Thompson
topic.
get his number retired?
Probably, which is absurd. But
no.
I think so. Just those 3.
Yeah, dude.
Does J.R. Smith get his number retired?
No one's getting their number
No,
retired, man.
no.
Well, that brings us to the second
Yeah.
part of this conversation. Well, you and I started talking about this pre-show. Travis
Yeah.
was in, Dustin, you weren't here. I got into a heated debate with the other guys in press row yesterday about this. Even though we all kind of agreed, we just didn't agree on everything. They played a tribute video for Kevin Love yesterday. It was a beautiful tribute video. Well-deserved. Kevin Love deserves a tribute video. But the question I'm going to ask, and I'll give you some examples, is as a society, have we gone way too far on tribute videos for players who don't deserve them? In the last 3 seasons, these 5 guys have got tribute videos from the Cavaliers. J.B. Bickerstaff, Colin Sexton, Larry Nance Jr., Channing Frye, and Jetty Osman.
So like all those guys got tribute videos for like a unique reason. You know what I mean? Like Sexton obviously was shipped out of town for Donovan, and like, you know, Sexton was at one point we thought a key piece to build around for this team. JB, I mean, he was sort of a scapegoat for the team the last couple of seasons. Larry Nance, the family affair. I mean, come on. Channing Frye, the glue guy on the championship team, and Jetty Osman, no child left behind. The poor guy was left behind here, man, with nothing, and then off he goes. I don't know.
Tyvus, what do you got?
The Cedi Osman way, that's too far. I can make the case for a lot. Like
We thought the Jetty Osman video was more of a.
I can make the case for every last one of them people. Cedi, I cannot, and I love.
You still can't say his name.
Jetty, like Return of the Jedi.
Jetty
Osman, yeah.
Yeah, you said Cedi.
Did I?
3 times.
Jetty Osman. I can't justify Jetty Osman. I just can't.
He was justify Larry Nance Jr.
Well, his dad was here.
Who cares?
Tyvus, will Karis LeVert get a tribute video when he comes back next season?
Oh, he will.
Yes, and did you just see this list? Yes, he will.
Let me tell you something, Mike. I hear guys like Dustin Fox all the time complain about everybody gets a trophy, everybody's too soft, it's a wimpy culture.
Participation
But
trophies.
these are participation trophies. That's what that is. That is flat out embarrassing that any of these guys.
Is George Niang getting one?
He probably will.
No,
that's
see,
just as embarrassing.
Now that's ridiculous.
The only one I could even consider, and even that is patently absurd, is Channing Frye because he was on the championship team.
Channing of all those 4 I agree with.
That's
because
the only
he won
one.
a title.
You still shouldn't do it because he was a minor guy.
Why not JB?
Jetty Osman, Larry Nance Jr., Colin Sexton, and J.B. Bickerstaff are asinine. First of all, the fans boo JB. Why you do
I didn't even say that last night. It's a great point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the fans don't care. What fan wants to see a tribute video to J.B. Bickerstaff? That doesn't mean he didn't do a decent job.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait. That's not what. Because they weren't a playoff team when he first took over.
JB did a good job.
He got him to the playoffs.
I don't think the fans should have booed him. I personally wouldn't have booed him. But the fans don't give a rat's ass about him.
Clearly.
Larry Nance Jr. Could there be I know his dad played here. I guess he lived part of his life here because his dad played here. Who cares? No offense, but I'm about to offend. Larry Nance Jr. is like the most random NBA player. Like when you have one of these Instagram videos where somebody goes to a ball team and says, name a random NBA player. That's a guy you name, Larry Nance Jr. Larry Nance Jr., I mean, come on.
And for the record, real quick, Ty, this is not just the Cavs. This is an NBA-wide
it's a
issue.
joke.
We're talking about the Cavs.
Okay.
That is that's the wussification of America. Everybody's all uptight about Little League kids getting trophies. Who cares? They're kids. These are adults. What is Jetty Osman? What the hell did he do?
He had some
Well, do you
threes.
hear Paul George said he was upset the Pacers never gave him a tribute video.
Well, and you know what? He should have gotten one before any of those guys.
I agree.
But like,
I agree with that.
But still, that's soft as hell to complain about not having a tribute video. I should be in the Brockport Hall of Fame.
You still
in the Brockport Radio Hall of Fame. I'm still bitter about it.
Yeah.
Our faculty advisors retiring. I'm not going. I refuse to go because I'm insulted by the whole college. They keep asking me for money. F you, Brockport. I'm not giving you a dime. They're going to dime for me. Slap in the face.
What do they really expect you to donate, though? I mean, what do they really expect you to
I don't know. I get donation things all the time.
Well,
Yeah.
if that's the case, then so me and Dustin, he shot 37 and I shot 23 retired at O State.
I don't know.
They should do a tribute.
I'm the most successful sports broadcaster in the history of the college. Why am I not in the Radio Hall of Fame?
Well, I can't say that about O State. It's too many.
Who's the second?
Too many great ones.
Sports specific.
Well, you said it was
Yeah.
such authority.
Yes.
Like you were better than so
Probably
many people.
my colleague Brian Koziel. He does radio in Buffalo.
He's a legend.
You're not going to support the retired.
No, I didn't think he was particularly supportive.
Is
of
Brian
me.
Koziel in the Hall of Fame?
I can't remember if he's gotten in yet. I don't know.
Do you think Brian Koziel ever thought he'd get this much time on the Ultimate Cleveland Sports Show?
No.
Let me ask you this.
No, probably not.
If you
We'll have to bring him on when they play the Bills. Next time the Browns play the
if
Bills.
you was retired, would that faculty member come to your retirement?
No.
Okay.
Even though he dissed me for the Hall of Fame, but every time he would take his class to Cleveland, he'd be calling me to talk to his class and bring him to the radio station.
Is this the guy that brought him in?
Yes. And I'd always be there. I'd talk to the kids.
Yeah.
I was happy to talk to the kids.
He was a nice guy. He screwed you?
Nah, I don't know that it's him directly. I'm just insulted. I was okay with not being in the initial class of the Hall of Fame. They put some people that kind of started
He
the radio
really is
stations.
upset about
But
this.
there's been like 3-4 classes now. I should have been in by. There's been 2 guys that I went to college with that got in before me, and anybody that worked the radio station at the same time as me knows it's absurd.
What about the Sheepshead Bay Hall of Fame?
No, I'm not. I mean, I don't even know if there is a Sheepshead Bay Hall of Fame.
One last thing on the Cavs. I saw Marcus Morris pop in the queue, then he dipped out, so we'll get him
Good.
in a
Let's
sec.
talk to